All right, guys, it is Vlad Poppy again. Welcome back for another video. This would be a kind of a late video. I know I was supposed to post this like a week ago, but ran into some problems. Got a new phone, Google Pixel 8, awesome by the way. So if you guys want to get a new phone, I would definitely recommend the Google Pixel 8 because it's what I'm recording on right now. So right now, I want to get to the topic at hand pretty quickly. If you guys don't know, I do post on my YouTube community page sometimes. I'm starting doing that a lot more, so I post more frequently. And I wanted to talk about Plies' comments on black men and, just the whole situation and why everything is becoming really an issue. And this rhetoric, appearing during this election season was only a matter of time, but it's also part of a bigger issue, and I don't think everyone understands the subtleties of it, and I just kind of want to explain some more. I don't want to be too long. I know I can ramble a lot, but here I go. So Plies basically said that, we as black men are no different from white people, whether it be white men or white women. I'm surprised he actually called out white men in this situation, if you get what I'm saying. But, he basically said that, we have a problem with wanting to be led by a woman, specifically a black woman, and because that's what he says, because that's what we've known our whole life. And so we basically have become used to being led by the white man. And so we'll never ever want to change that. So first off, I'm going to say this right now. Plies is full of shit. And anybody who, repeats that statement or, anything similar to that is, also full of it. Black men have a right, black people as a whole have a right, regardless of gender, but black men have a right to question Kamala Harris. We are tired of all these second-hand, third-hand, as soon as some point it's going to be fourth-hand way, all these, take this however you do. However, all these immigrants are coming in and stuff like that. So it may be soon third or fourth hand politics and benefits and stuff like that and policies for us. But we are tired of being treated like of the black community being treated as a side chick. But we're also tired of black men being invisible in the Democratic Party. I don't know if anybody's ever realized this, but there really are not any good. I'm not talking about positive men who are doing good things, but there are no real black men in the Democratic Party that, for say, you can galvanize black men really behind. You had Andrew Young, if I'm saying that right, if I'm remembering the name, but we all know what happened in that situation. Bro was caught in the hotel with the boy. Okay, he was caught in the hotel with the boy, had boo-boo juice all over the place and everything, but I'm not gonna get into that. So we had Andrew Young, if I'm saying that name correctly, if I remember it correctly. And that hope went away for us. Who else do we have? Or who's a Democratic representative that gets a lot of screen time? Who do we have? What, freaking Jamal Bowman? Get that black ass nigga out of here. I'm tired of him and his yelling and his antics. I'm tired of him. Or we got all these other pundits, Roland Martin, now Plies, Mr. Busted Baby himself. By the way, regardless of his opinions, I have always felt that Plies was a terrible rapper. Plies is literally, and I mean this, he is one of the worst rappers of all time. Of all time. Now, there are some tracks that I like him on, like, the Wasted remix, or, not remix, but, Wasted with Gucci Mane, or Lurkin with Waka Flocka, which is a freaking banger, by the way. But other than that, Plies is one of the worst rappers ever. And I mean this, regardless of his opinions. He is one of the worst rappers ever. So the audacity of the Democratic Party, if he's being paid, which I feel like he probably is, but if he hasn't, if Plies really is, this new man who educated himself, I'll give him that. But he's still full of it. But if they're paying him, the audacity of them to get this guy out of everyone else they could have had. Hell, I would have listened to freaking Chief Keef before I listened to freaking Plies. I wouldn't, but you get what I'm saying. This would have made more freaking sense. We got a washed up rapper who's known for Becky telling black men that we hate our moms, basically, or we got a problem being led by a black woman if we question Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is not the end all be all of blackness. And she's not the end all be all of black women. She's not king black, or she's not queen black woman. She's not the boss. She's not the boss at the end of the game of all black women. She is one of billions, one of millions in America. And she's just so happens to have ended up at a chance of becoming the president. And she has a true chance of beating Trump. However you take that, she has a true chance. And that's real. But black men's support is not hedged on our identity, or whether we are comfortable with black women or anything like that. I will say this. With the rhetoric that we heard over the past 10, probably over that, a lot of black men are definitely looking indifferent towards a lot of black females. And I'll just say it right now. We don't hate them, or they don't hate them. They don't disrespect them, but a lot of black men are indifferent towards them because we have seen the rhetoric. A lot of us are tired of it. And we are tired of black men like Plies who add to the problem instead of helping us, instead of giving us positive reinforcement, good opinions that we actually need, and telling us that our voices are valid and that our claims and opinions and questions are valid, instead of shaming us, trying to bully us, and using a bunch of gendered rhetoric to shame us out of questioning Kamala Harris. I will question Kamala Harris if she was Jesus Christ herself. I promise you, I would not be scared. Either you are the main chick or the side chick when it comes to this relationship. If our relationship with the Democratic Party is so important and the survival, which is BS, but if the survival of our community is ledged upon it, then I think we deserve to ask questions. What the hell is wrong with asking politicians questions? Why do black people do this thing to where we scare each other off with intellectually from ever asking questions? Why do we pretend that every situation is going to be the end of it all? That if we don't vote for this candidate, it's over for us. I am getting tired of the fucking rhetoric of being told I'm going to be a slave, I'm going to be locked up, I'm going to be shot, I'm going to end up like Mike Brown or Eric Garner or something like that if Trump becomes president. I promise to God that is not going to happen. It is not going to be any worse than it was up under Obama. We watched Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Freddie Gray, a bunch of others die up under Obama. We watched that happen. We watched when Obama took days to respond to the situation of Ferguson. We watched that. We watched when the freaking Homeland Security and FBI put black identity extremists on the terror watch list. We watched that. That wasn't under Trump. Come on. Do y'all all remember that? Are we idiots right now? Like, come on. Seriously? I am tired of being ruled by fear, and I think a lot of other people, black men specifically, are tired of it. I don't care. I do not care about your fear tactics. I do not care. We are not going to become slaves again. We are not going to head back to Jim Crow. That is all a bunch of bull crap. You're trying to scare people, and it's not going to work. And you're mad because people are asking fucking questions. How dare Plies sit up there with all the bullshit that he has promoted in our community for decades and tell black men that we want to be like the white man? Who the hell are you? You have promoted ideals that have destroyed black people. Not that you're responsible, but you have promoted ideals that have destroyed black people, fractured our environments, fractured our social fabric. And you sit up here, possibly getting paid, whatever the hell they're paying you. And you have the nerve to throw shots at black men when all we do is catch shots. All we do is catch shots from our own community, the dominant society, everybody else. More people are joining in, and you're going to join in too with them? Instead of saying, hey, black men, your opinions and questions and claims and wants are valid. Instead, you join in the kicking of our corpse. And that's what I'm going to call it. You are joining in on the kicking of black men's corpse. Intellectually, you are trying to stump us out, and you are contributing to the robbing of black men's minds and our freedom and to think and to question and to not bow down because you want to scare people for the sake of the Democratic Party because you see a black woman possibly going to become president. You got your hopes up. You getting happy. You getting the same feels that you probably had with Obama. Everybody is. I see it right now. I see the whole play. Come on, man. I was there for it. I was 12, 13 years old. I watched Barack Obama become president, and I watched black people pretend we just freaking overthrew the damn government. And nothing happened. Hell, we probably worse off than we were now. They had the freaking revolutionary spirit beat down out of us. Well, not beat down out of us, but sucked out of us. And now you got a bunch of people who want to criticize you because you don't want to show allegiance to the power structure. I'm sorry, but the whole argument that the rich Republicans, guess what? I'm sorry, but the whole argument, that the rich Republicans don't care about you, guess what? The rich Democrats don't care about you either. I can criticize one side like crazy, but damn it, at the end of the day, I'll admit this is both a power play. They're both playing people against each other. But I'm not going to sit here and have my intelligence insulted. That is the one thing that'll get me violent. Having my intelligence insulted. Having somebody play in my face like I'm an idiot. Tell me that the sky is green when I say it's blue. And I hate people who try to restrict me. And I think a lot of other black men, especially because the way that we are raised in this country and we are socialized, we hate it too. So of course he got all this backlash, and he gonna double down, make another video. Of course, I didn't expect Plies to grow some balls, to grow some testicular fortitude, and to reprimand himself about the bullcrap he said. Yes, he's a grown ass man. We all know that, but you know what I mean when I say reprimand himself. You know exactly what I'm saying. At some point, black men, we're going to have to put our fucking foot down. We're going to have to stop complaining and waiting and hoping that one day there's going to be a savior for us. One day there's going to be a Kevin Samuels part 2. Lord, please, Lord. I hope you send me another Kevin Samuels, please, Lord, and he don't die on us. Guess what? Sometimes instead of complaining and hoping and waiting and praying, you have to be the change. Instead of me complaining and just writing on Twitter all the time and raging and being upset, I said to myself, hey, maybe I should take it upon me to stop procrastinating, stop lying and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to start this, I'm going to make this video, I'm going to cover this topic, and finally one day stand up and say it. And be the change that I want to see. Stop complaining and waiting, because guess what? It may not come. And by that time, it'll be too late. And I'm not raging. I'm not crazy. I'm not some incel they're going to call me or whatever. I mean, they call people nowadays who are very passionate, especially men, especially black men. I'm not some incel whatever. I'm not some crazy man, got a bunch of guns in my closet and I'm just raging against the government one day and I'm gonna carry out something crazy. No, I am a regular person who peeps freaking game. I am too smart to sit here and to watch the lies. I have been bubbling like freaking Mount St. Helens for the past damn decade at all this rhetoric, about black men being the weakest links, that we're basically unintelligent, we don't matter to the community. And I'm seeing the same damn people, literally, I'm seeing the same damn people, especially on social media, tell us to vote for Kamala Harris or else. What the hell is going to happen? Is our standing as black men going to improve? Is our social standing as black men going to improve? Are we going to get more damn respect from our women? No. If you vote for Kamala Harris, on the disrespect that you see now and everything that has happened before is going to double down, triple, quadruple, fifth row, sixth row, seventh row, whatever the hell the words are, it is going to double. You think it's bad now? Oh my God. Let one of them who they see as their sister girl, as they see themselves and they see their egotisticalness in, become president. Oh, you think it's bad now? I promise you, you're gonna wish you said something. And this is not an anti-black woman thing, but I'm real with it. I don't play in people's faces. I don't lie to myself because I've seen it all. I've experienced it. I've experienced some of the same rhetoric that we see all the time, especially on social media. And I don't want to make it seem like I just live on social media or something like that. But I'm going to say this right now. People who say social media is not real are full of shit. And they're more than likely probably the type of person who spreads BS on social media. Social media is real, okay? Those are real opinions. Those are real people. Those are not bots. These are not just opinions or words or beliefs that you hear, that you see or read. They don't just float into thin air. Those people go home, they log off, they go home, they work their job, they walk past you, they serve you your food, they educate your children. Hello? Wake it up. They educate your children. Hell, we already know this. Come on, black men, we already know this. Some of them even sentence you. Some of them even, have you come to court for, whatever violation charge or ticket, whatever. Some of us date them. I was in a relationship. I'm gonna end this video very soon, but I'm gonna drive home a point that is going to just fuck up everyone's day or night, whatever. Whenever you watch this video, whatever. I was in a relationship with a black female. She was half African American, half Caribbean, and I don't like talking about everything that happens in my personal life, especially this relationship specifically, because there was just a lot of BS. But I'm gonna drive home a point. If you think the people, the women, whatever, the people who say the terrible things about black men or call us bullet bags, the weakest link, or the other conversations that have the eugenics conversation that you guys know what I'm talking about, the one that talks about the mixed race children with black mothers carried to black fathers, all those things. I have heard those things in my own relationship. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna leave off of it, and I'm not gonna cover it. If I ever have to, I will. But it's gonna be a separate video. I was in a relationship for black female, with a black woman. I don't say for like saying female, but with a black woman, and we were having a conversation about black men and women and just the whole gender war and everything, and it got really heated. In the middle of the conversation, she blurts out, and this relates to the conversation because we were talking about interracial relationships and other things like that. You guys know I've talked about this on my Twitter page before regarding this relationship. Those of you guys who are aware, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you're going to know. In the middle of this conversation, she blurts out, and I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating when I say this. She blurts out, "I cannot wait for when all the black men who date white women get LYNCHED'd. And I am going to celebrate it." She said this, stood on it, and looked me in my eye. Now, that relationship is over for good reason, especially with rhetoric like that. But I'm going to say this right now. The last time I checked, or last time that I knew, and I don't keep up on this person. I don't keep up with this person. I don't stalk their pages or nothing like that. But the last time I checked, she was planning on going to law school. She is planning on becoming a lawyer. And she was encouraged by other Black females who think just like her. And I know this because she spent hours on Clubhouse. This was when Clubhouse was at its peak of popularity. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys were in those rooms. You guys experienced those rooms, those spaces or whatever. They encouraged her, along with some of the same rhetoric that she would throw at me, that you guys would hear, that you guys would read. They were in on it too. I'm just going to say this right now. There are a lot of wolves who walk amongst you Black men. A lot of them. And a lot of them think the same things that Plies says. A lot of them think that you are weak, that you are unintelligent, that you are not worthy of speaking. They don't even want you to even know how to damn read. I've always said this right now. The Black community loves downtrodden Black men. They love Black men who are statistics, who die, go to prison, who ain't got shit, got baby mamas, ain't stable financially, gotta work menial jobs, or jobs that are beneath us. They get disrespected. They love that because you want to know what that means? The status quo. You never rise above them. So how they already feel about you gets validated, because you never were able to reach your full potential, which is why you must not give in to the BS. You cannot become a criminal. You cannot go to prison. You cannot, slack in school. We must be great, because there are people who look just like us and don't look like us who want to see us fail, and they love it. I promise you to God right now, you would be surprised. If you think the Black community just loves you because if you make it, you become educated, ooh, I'm a Morehouse man, I'm a Howard man, I'm a Harvard man, I'm a Columbia man, I promise you, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But that's a whole other conversation for a whole nother day. Main point, I'm gonna reiterate it again. Black men are not weak. We do not hate Black women. We are not fearful of Black women. If we do not want to vote for Kamala Harris. And also, we do not hate our mothers. Let's stop with this BS statements. Let's stop with the Black woman talk. Let's stop with the shade room talk. We don't hate our mothers. Kamala Harris is not our mother. The only thing that Kamala Harris has similar to my mother is the complexion. They're both light-skinned. That's it. That's the only thing I see my mother and Kamala Harris that I can relate to them, is their complexion. Other than that, my mother's not Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, not my mother. And I don't see her like that, and I would never vote for somebody that I just see my mother in. No, I need policy. I need action. How the hell are you going to make my Black ass life better compared to everybody else's? And I don't want to hear this argument that you can't do things for Black people. I don't want to hear it. We watched the Stop Asian Hate campaign. We saw the laws they got passed. We saw what the Supreme Court did on their behalf for affirmative action. Regardless how you feel about it, that they did that with niggas in mind. They did that with us in mind. So I end this video to say this to you Black men and Black people, Black women, who all the free thinkers, and I don't say that sparingly or in a stereotypical way. But everyone, if you want to question politicians, you are more than welcome to. And the Black community and all of its failures and chaos cannot judge you or call you out for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna be posting more videos pretty soon. Gonna become way more consistent. I'm sorry about this late posting. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever other things that all the other YouTubers say. I really do appreciate whatever views I get with this video, especially the first one. I thank you guys, everyone who came in, subscribed, watched that, whatever. Some people had commented it, but I don't know if you guys had commented from like private accounts because I was not able to see them. But like I said again, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I am 100% open to feedback. I'm kind of nervous doing these videos sometimes, but I'm getting used to it, and just bear with me. And thank you guys. Have a great day. Peace out.